আধার সাগরে পথ হারিয়ে জীবনের ধ্রুব তারা ভুলো না রে। আধার সাগরে পথ হারিয়ে জীবনের ধ্রুব তারা ভুলো না রে। সরল তিমির সাগর পারে অরূপচিত চোরে, সরল তিমির সাগর পারে অরূপচিত চোরে। জীবন আছে আধারকে ধীরে ঘিরে জীবনের ধ্রুব তারা ভুলো না রে। আধার সাগরে পথ হারিয়ে জীবনের ধ্রুব তারা ভুলো না রে। আধার সাগরে পথ হারিয়ে মানুষ বেদিতে রাখো তাজা ফুলরাশি। মানুষ বেদিতে রাখো তাজা ফুলরাশি। চিত্তকে ভরে দাও শিশির ধৌত হাসি। মঞ্জুল মহাকাশে দেখো তার জ্যোতি ভাসে রূপাতীত চিন্ময় সাগরে। জীবনের ধ্রুব তারা ভুলো না রে। আধার সাগরে পথ হারিয়ে জীবনের ধ্রুব তারা ভুলো না রে। আধার সাগরে পথ হারিয়ে কোনো প্রার্থনা নয়, কোনো চাওয়া পাওয়া নয়। কোনো প্রার্থনা নয়, কোনো চাওয়া পাওয়া নয়। দেখো তারে কাছাকাছি পরানো ভরে জীবনের ধ্রুব তারা ভুলো না রে। আধার সাগরে পথ হারিয়ে জীবনের ধ্রুব তারা ভুলো না রে। আধার সাগরে পথ হারিয়ে জীবনের ধ্রুব তারা ভুলো না রে। সরল তিমির সাগর পারে অরূপচিত চোরে, সরল তিমির সাগর পারে অরূপচিত চোরে। জীবন আছে আধারকে ধীরে ধীরে জীবনের ধ্রুব তারা ভুলো না রে। আধার সাগরে পথ হারিয়ে জীবনের ধ্রুব তারা ভুলো না রে। আধার সাগরে পথ হারিয়ে
Janatam Deva Bhagam Jata Purve Sanjanana Upasate Samani Bhakuti Samana Hridayaniva Samanamastu Vo Manu Jatava Susasati Sangacharvam Sangvadadvam Sangvo manasi Janatam Deva Bhagam Jata Purve Sanjanana Upasate Samani Bhakuti Samana Hridayaniva Samanamastu Vo Manu Jatava Susasati Sangacharvam Sangvadadvam Sangvo manasi Janatam Deva Bhagam Jata Purve Sanjanana Upasate Samani Vakuti Samana Hridayaniva Samanamastu Vo Manu Jatava Susasati Nityam Shuddham Nirabhasham Nirakaram Niranjanam Nityabodham Chidanandam Guru Brahma Namamyaham.
Self-realization and service to humanity. You take service from the world, therefore you can ill afford not to give something to the world. And you will receive interest in case you give more than you take. It is, of course, your prerogative to accept or not accept the interest, but you have no such prerogative regarding the repayment of the debt. You will have to repay it. Remember, you have come to this world to render service to it, to render service to the world, and to practice the sadhana of self-realization. But those who do only the sadhana of self-realization and refrain from social service cannot make any headway in their sadhana. The two are invariably dependent upon each other. Ananda Varkantaram, Part 30.
Approaches to service. During our live session, we talk about two main approaches to service. Charity, purifying for the self, meets immediate needs,
and transformative. It uplifts and changes people and the world. Some of the causes of the problems we're facing today can be traced back to lack of collective spirit, lack of anti-exploitation sentiment. These are related to people. If we change people, the problem can be solved. A charity-only project will address the immediate needs of a target population, like providing them with food and other basic needs. A transformative project will address what created the need for that project. We will need to find out the root causes and remove them. Most of the problems are being caused by the mentality of the people. Even while doing a charity project, we always have to be mindful of our own frame of mind and our approach to the service that we are providing. I would like to add here a narrative by Didi Ananda Devapriya when she was doing service to the Roma population in Romania, and a more recent story about her service on the Ukrainian border. She addresses different situations and how much influence the attitude and preparation of those who were providing the service had on the outcome of the project. So listen to Didi's narrative.
Small example was once I was doing a project with Roma people, very, very marginalized community of poor Roma people in Romania. And we had gotten a big donation of furniture and other goods. And I thought, well, there's no way they could handle like figuring out how to come and get all this heavy furniture from this warehouse. So I must help them out. So I'll first do assessments and figure out who needs it, and then we'll come with the truck and bring it. However, the fact that we showed up with a truck of goods, and even though we knew who we wanted to give it to and what we wanted to give, it just caused chaos because people were jealous. We even had somebody like burn a mattress and like kind of charge at us with a pitchfork. The police had to come. It was really a disaster. And these were things that were valuable, and everybody was unhappy. Everybody was jealous. It really kind of like almost created more problems than it solved. And then a few weeks later, I decided we were going to distribute some clothing, and my colleagues were completely negative about it. They're like, no, they'll just burn the clothes because this is what had happened, or they don't appreciate, or like this. And I said, no, it's not their fault. It's our fault. We didn't approach the problem correctly. I should know better than that. I said it created the pigeon mentality of like you throw some breadcrumbs and all the pigeons come and they attack each other for it. So I really felt it was up to us to create the right type of dignified environment, and that we hadn't thought it through enough. And that's why it turned out to be a disaster, not because the people were, it just played into all the racist stereotypes about the Roma, the way they'd acted. And so what we did this time is we only invited mothers. We gave them an invitation. They could only show up if they had the invitation. But when they came, instead of giving them just bags of clothes that we had selected randomly, we asked them how many children they had. And for each child, they were allowed to go in and like select 5 or 10 pieces of clothing. And they came out with huge sacks of clothing, but they were so happy because it was like shopping. We let them have a choice. We didn't just choose for them or treat them in a, paternalistic way. We tried to give them choice. We tried to give them dignity, and they were so happy. And now the value of those clothes were such a minor fraction of what the furniture that we tried to deliver was worth. But what counted more was the way that we had treated them and the way we'd made them feel when we were serving them. And that kind of more dignified respect that we had given them also led to reciprocally a very dignified and happy and grateful. And they even said to us, oh, we really didn't like that, kind of animal behavior that these other people had last time. So in that particular example, I think it also shows how I had to really fight against the stereotypes about the Roma, which they'd almost kind of like confirmed through their behavior. But it was my ideological grounding in fighting against social sentiments that, made me persist even when I was the only one in the team that had any hope that the outcome could be different. And that was, really coming from my understanding of how racism works, of how it's internalized, of how it creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I just really wanted to fight against that and give everybody who was involved another experience, especially because the previous experience, like I said, had only confirmed the stereotypes even deeper. And so in this case, okay, this was not an advocacy and lobby campaign with like government officials. This was really just within the circle of my team. But, chipping away at stereotypes and giving people the opportunity to see that they're not true and that they don't have to define people, and that it does depend on us and it does depend on our point of view. Like the way that we think and the way that we approach the people that we serve can completely change the outcome. I underestimated them in the first example. I didn't respect their capacities for problem solving, because later when we had the clothing, we also had some furniture that we brought in the yard of the house, of the Domnicht house. And, the people that we had selected as being able to take that were actually quite capable of organizing transport to come and get it. So, we'd underestimated their resiliency, their capacities. We tried to, do something for them. And we just also were not being sensitive to human nature and to the fact that, when you have free stuff, everybody will jump for it. So, I don't know, these things I think were a big lesson for me in how important it is the way that we look at people. And that, just now with the refugees, my colleague, one of them was saying, we're going to help this mother-son refugees and give them some volunteer allowance. And I was proposing just we give them money, that they just have to give us the receipts for food, or this is a normal thing according to the law. But he was like, no, but maybe it's better we buy it for them. And I'm like, no, we shouldn't buy the food for them. We need to give them because it's sort of treating them like children, like they're not capable of making their own choices or something. I'm like, no. It's better we just give them, we give them money and they decide what they want to buy. So, yeah. So again, just that, how you see the people, there's a strong pull to kind of infantilize people who are in a beneficiary position, and to treat them as less than yourself, not the way you'd want to be treated, but, to think, well, there was, during the refugee situation also, there was people that were invasively taking photos, and there were refugees reacting, and they're like, well, if they want our help, then, that's what they have to get pictures taken. It was such a wrong attitude. So, I think it's just always a struggle to keep the attitude correct, and that the good guide and base for that is to really be deeply rooted in our neo-humanist perspectives.
From Didi's narrative, you can notice that the basic project was to provide materials to the Roma population. First furniture and then clothes. That sounds like a pure charitable project, but in the process, through the action, the project ended up changing how the team members think about the Roma population. That is a transformative change. If we analyze the causes of poverty of that particular population, one of them is how they are stereotyped. It prevents them from getting better jobs and therefore keeping them in a poverty situation permanently. As you can see, when doing service, we need to be mentally prepared and keep our new humanistic values up front.